Students, in this part, we will discuss regarding the types or degrees of price elasticity of demand. What are the various types or what are the degrees of price elasticity of demand? We all know that price elasticity of demand says about the degree or responsiveness of demand to a change in price. It means how much quantity demanded changes due to a certain change in price, that we know from price elasticity of demand. Due to a certain change in price, quantity demanded may change by the same percentage, by the same amount, or by more than that amount, or by less than that amount, or may not change at all. So, on the basis of the extent of change in demand due to a certain change in price, we can classify various types of price elasticity of demand, or price elasticity of demand can be classified into different types, and we are going to discuss these types of price elasticity of demand today in this class. So, demand for different commodities responds differently to change in price. In other words, elasticity of demand is different for different commodities. For some, demand is more elastic, for others, it is less elastic. Generally, for necessary goods, it is less elastic or inelastic, and for comforts and luxury goods, it is more elastic. So, what we know? On the basis of nature of commodities, we all know that there are three type of goods: necessaries, necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. Necessaries are those for which are highly essential, without which man cannot exist in the society, man cannot live. So they are the very urgent ones. So in the case of necessary goods, generally the demand is inelastic. But in case of comforts and luxury goods, their demand is elastic. With a fall in their price, there may be expand in demand, and with a rise in price, there is contraction of their demand in case of comforts and luxury items. On the basis of degree of responsiveness of demand to change in price, price elasticity of demand is classified in 5 categories, whose value ranges between 0 and infinity. So, on the basis of degree of responsiveness or extent of change in demand due to a change in price, there are 5 types of price elasticity of demand. They are perfectly elastic demand, perfectly inelastic demand, unitary elastic demand, relatively elastic demand, and relatively inelastic demand. So we will discuss them one after another. First one is perfectly elastic demand. When a very small change in price of a commodity results in an infinitely large change in demand for it, it is the case of perfectly elastic demand. So what we mean? Very small change in price of a commodity results in an infinitely large change in demand. Very small change in price, a negligible change in price causes the demand to have an infinite change. In this case, a negligible fall in price will cause an infinite rise in demand, and a very small rise in price will reduce the demand to zero. You see, a negligible fall in price causes an infinite rise in demand. A very small fall in price, a very small fall in price, a negligible fall in price, when there is a very small fall in price, it causes an infinite rise in demand. Demand rises infinitely. And a very small rise in price reduces the demand to zero. When there is a rise in price by very small amount, it reduces the demand to zero, infinite change. And very small fall in price causes it to be infinity. So in the diagram, DD is the demand curve which is perfectly elastic. You see in the side diagram, DD curve which is a red line curve. You see which is parallel to OX axis. In OX axis we are taking quantity demanded, and in OY axis we are taking price. DD is the demand curve which is perfectly elastic. From this demand curve, you see, we know that very small fall in price causes the demand to be infinity, and very small rise in price causes the demand to be zero. Very small, which cannot be visible. It is given in only a single diagram, very small, by point something, point zero zero something. Even it very small change in price or negligible change in price causes the demand to change by infinity. The demand curve is a horizontal straight line. D is the demand curve. It is a horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis. We shows a little rise or fall in price, how results in an infinite change in demand. Here, EP or price elasticity of demand is equal to infinity. EP is equal to infinity. So when EP is infinity, the demand curve remains just like this, which is parallel to x-axis, and this indicates that demand is perfectly elastic. It means with a small rise in price, demand results to be zero, and with a small fall in price, demand increases by an infinite amount. Next, number 2, perfectly inelastic demand. Another type of elasticity of demand, price elasticity of demand, that is perfectly inelastic demand. Here EP becomes 0. In case of perfectly elastic demand, EP was equal to infinity. So perfectly inelastic demand, demand is perfectly inelastic when a change in price produces no change at all in the quantity demanded. With a change in price, quantity demanded does not change at all. You see, irrespective of a rise or fall in price of a commodity, the quantity demanded remains absolutely constant. Whatever may be the change in price, price may increase, may fall, but the consumers demand only the same amount as before. They are not going to change the quantity demanded. They are not going to change the quantity of demand for the commodity. Right. In this case, the price elasticity of demand is equal to 0, or EP is equal to 0. We can take the example of salt. The common salt we are using when we prepare food items. You see, whatever may be the price of salt, the demand remains the same. Price may fall to 0, but demand will remain the same. Price may increase by a great extent, but the quantity demanded will surely remain at the same, at the constant level. So your salt can be taken as an example. With a change in price of salt, demand for salt does not change at all. Right. You see, demand in the side diagram, come to the side diagram, demand remains constant at OQ. When price changes, price initially price was OP, quantity demanded was OQ. When price increases from OP to OP1 by PP1, price increases, quantity demanded does not change at all. It remains at the constant level as before at point at OQ. OQ is only demanded. Whatever may be the change in price, whatever may be the price, it may rise, it may fall. There is no change in demand. So demand changes by 0%. Right. So you see, in the side diagram, DD is the demand curve, which is perfectly inelastic, which is just parallel to OY axis and perpendicular on OX axis. No change in quantity demanded occurs with an increase in its price from OP to OP1. It remains fixed at OQ. Right. So change in demand is 0 due to change in price. So EP becomes 0 in case of perfectly inelastic demand. So next, number 3, unitary elastic demand. Another type of price elasticity of demand is unitary elasticity of demand. So what is it? When percentage change in demand is equal to percentage change in price, the demand for the commodity is said to be unit elastic. When demand is unit elastic, when the percentage change in demand is equal to percentage change in price. If price of a commodity rises by 50% and at the same time demand falls by 50%, you see elasticity of demand will be equal to 1, 50 by 50. 50 by 50, that becomes equal to 1. The extent by which price of a commodity changes, quantity demanded changes to the same extent. When quantity demanded changes to the same extent, then change in demand divided by change in price, that comes to 1. So EP becomes 1. Elasticity of demand will be equal to 1, or EP is equal to 1. In the side diagram, DD demand curve is unitary elastic. You see DD demand curve. DD is the demand curve which is unitary elastic. It is seen in the diagram that with an increase in price by PP1, you see, when in the diagram you can mark, originally when the price of the commodity was OP, quantity demanded was OQ. But when the price of the commodity increases from OP to OP1 by PP1, quantity demanded falls from OQ to OQ1 or by OQQ1. You see here PP1 is equal to QQ1, or the change in price becomes equal to change in demand, or we can say change in demand is equal to change in price. So when change in demand is equal to change in price, or QQ1 becomes equal with PP1 equals to PP1, naturally QQ1 by PP1 will be 1. So it is in this diagram, with an increase in price by PP1, quantity demanded decreases by QQ1. Here QQ1 is equal to PP1, or QQ1 divided by PP1 is equal to 1, or price elasticity of demand is equal to 1. So it is the case of unitary elastic demand. So what is unitary elastic demand? 1. The quantity demanded changes by the same extent as that of change in price. It is the case of unitary elastic demand. Next, relatively elastic demand. Number 4 is relatively elastic demand. What is relatively elastic demand? Demand is relatively elastic when a proportionate change in the price of a commodity causes a more than proportionate change in quantity demanded. Remember, a proportionate change in price of a commodity causes a more than proportionate change in quantity demanded, then only demand is said to be relatively elastic. If price of a commodity rises by 10% and as a consequence the amount demanded falls by 15%, you see here price rises by 10%, demand falls by 15% more than the change in price. So it is relatively elastic. Demand is relatively elastic because the proportionate change in demand is more than the proportionate change in price. The percentage change in demand is more than the percentage change in price. So here demand is relatively elastic. In relation to price, it is elastic. It is a case of relatively elastic demand. Your elasticity of demand is greater than 1, or EP is greater than 1. It is seen in this diagram that with an increase in price of commodity by PP1, you see, with an increase in price by PP1, quantity demanded falls by QQ1, and QQ1 is greater than PP1. So QQ1 by PP1 is also greater than 1. QQ1 by PP1, that means EP is greater than 1. Your EP is greater than 1. Right? You see in the diagram, when OP was the original price, original demand was OQ. But when the price of the commodity rises from 1 OP to OP1, quantity demanded falls from OQ to OQ1. And this fall in quantity demanded is more than the rise in price. Price rises by PP1, but quantity demanded falls by QQ1. So what happens? Demand falls by more percentage than the percentage change in price. So when the proportionate change in demand is more than proportionate change in price, it is the case of relatively elastic demand, and here EP is greater than 1. Next, the last one, relatively inelastic demand. What is relatively inelastic demand? When a proportionate change in price of a commodity causes less than proportionate change in quantity demanded, it is known as relatively inelastic demand. Proportionate change in price of a commodity causes a less than proportionate change in quantity demanded. Right? If the price of a commodity rises by 20% and as a result quantity demanded falls by 10%, it is the case of relatively inelastic demand. You see, when price rises by 20%, quantity demanded falls only by 10%. So, in relation to change in price, change in quantity demanded is less. Price rises by 20%, demand falls only by 10%. So, proportionate change in demand is less than proportionate change in price. Proportionate change in demand is less than proportionate change in price. So, it is the case of relatively inelastic demand. Your elasticity of demand is said to be less than 1 or EP is less than 1. ठीक है ना? EP is less than 1. You see in the side diagram, why EP is less than 1? 10% by 20%. 10 by 20, 1 by 2, which is less than 1. Your change in demand is 10%, change in price is 20%. So 10 by 20, that becomes 1 by 2, which is less than 1. So in the side diagram, did is the demand curve which is relatively inelastic. जो ये साइड डायग्राम में हम जो देख रहे हैं ना, you see did is the demand curve, did demand curve है ना, which is relatively inelastic. It is relatively inelastic. With a rise in price by PP1, you see originally the price of the commodity was OP at that time, the quantity demanded was OQ, but when price of the commodity rises from OP to OP1 or by PP1, quantity demanded falls from OQ to OQ1. Here the change in demand is QQ1, or we can say that quantity demanded falls by QQ1 due to a rise in price by PP1. So fall in demand is change in demand is less than the change in price. Change in demand, quantity demanded falls only by QQ1, but price rises by PP1. Here QQ1 is less than PP1, or proportionate change in demand is less than proportionate change in price. Right? So this is the case of relatively inelastic demand. DD is the demand curve which is relatively inelastic with a rise in price by PP1, quantity demanded falls by QQ1, QQ1 by PP1, QQ1 is less than PP1, or we can say QQ1 by PP1 is less than 1, QQ1 by PP1 is less than 1. So this is how demand curve is relatively inelastic here. You see in this case EP is less than 1, EP is QQ1 by PP1 is less than 1 means EP is less than 1. So when proportionate change in demand is less than proportionate change in price, that is a case of relatively inelastic demand, and here EP is less than 1. So we have discussed about 5 types of price elasticity of demand. Number 1 is perfectly elastic demand, where EP is equal to infinity. Number 2 is perfectly inelastic demand, where EP is equal to 0. Number 3 is unitary elastic demand, where EP is equal to 1. Number 4 is relatively elastic demand, where EP is greater than 1. And number 5 and last one is relatively inelastic demand, where EP is less than 1. So these are the various types of degrees of elasticity of demand, various types or degrees of elasticity of demand. But we can say that perfectly elastic and perfectly inelastic demand are two rare cases. Particularly perfectly elastic demand is very rare case. Practically you cannot find a case of perfectly elastic demand. We can find the case of perfectly inelastic demand in case of salt or medicines or essential goods. Whatever may be changed in their price, their demand remains a constant, fixed. So perfectly inelastic demand, practically we can see this is practicable. but perfectly elastic demand is the very rare case. In many cases, demand is either relatively elastic or relatively inelastic. So, in most of the cases, demand is relatively elastic or relatively inelastic. So, this is all about the types or degrees of price elasticity of demand. So, with this, we are going to close our discussion for today. In the next class, we will discuss regarding in the next part, we will discuss regarding the factors determining price elasticity of demand. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you all.